I am recording, and
Great,
hippity hoppity, we should be functioning.
great. As best to our abilities as we can. Welcome back to the show, lads and lassies, for the two of you that are still interested in this project or haven't unsubscribed from the channel already.
No, people only unsubscribe whenever you post.
That's that's fair.
I
Because
know
then they
that
just
because every single time I upload a band video, I get like two people who unsubscribe. I'm not kidding. It's happened like every single time I've done it. It's great.
that's great. That's hilarious. You should just keep that up then. Just keep making band videos so that you can constantly have people unsubscribing.
I know, it's great. I like posted, then I immediately see my number drop by two.
Oh my
It's like,
god.
nah, not worth it.
Nah, we ain't having that today, boys.
So you released a new thing I saw.
Yes, yes, I did. What do you think of it?
I think it's good. I'm here to humbly ask on behalf of everybody when the game is coming out.
It's not a game. The game project that I'm working on, they haven't even asked me for music yet for, so I'm still waiting on that
Well, are you
that call.
working on it then? That kind of seems like you're not
No,
working on it.
no, I'm just on the server that they have set up with the team, but he hasn't finished getting the team because apparently map artists for Unreal Engine 5 are very hard to come by.
Bruh.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hope and pray that I make money off this album because now I'm teaching guitar lessons too. So
There you
yeah,
go. I feel sorry for your students.
no, it's only one at the moment. So
Sorry, I feel sorry for your student. Apologies. I didn't mean to insult you. Oh,
just he's only 8 years old.
there
What?
we go. Nothing. I totally didn't have mistakenly not silenced the notification. That didn't happen.
Streamer mode was not enabled.
Well, it's chat. It doesn't have streamer mode
Oh, I see.
because it's bad.
Bit of a lag coming through. Anyways,
Google
yeah.
is cringe.
It's funny because I look at my YouTube stats now and I see that I have like a month, but like since I have uploaded anything, and that's because I've been live streaming so much lately.
Yeah.
And it just looks funny to see like, oh, your last upload was 4 weeks ago, but I've been live streaming like at least twice a week for the last month.
I
So,
disagree.
what do
You've
you
been
mean?
inactive for 4 weeks. You've literally been doing nothing.
Literally haven't uploaded since that one members update for the YouTube members.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Bruh. Anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been not uploading so that I can work on an album that isn't even a game, but it says OST. So I don't even know when season 4 is coming out. So uh, it's just kind of there.
It's just vibing. It's an
It's fine.
original soundtrack to a project that we have no proof exists.
I mean, I could send you a link, but then you would just be like, I disagree with the link.
Yeah, you know me well. I would just be like, I don't think so.
Proof? I don't see anything.
Proof is only there if I want it to be there.
Exactly. Just like proof of my album even existing. For all that he knows,
Exactly.
the album doesn't even exist.
Exactly. I didn't taste it, so how would I
Yeah.
know?
It's just like when I watch your new YouTube videos. It's like what new YouTube videos? You
Yeah,
haven't
I actually haven't uploaded in 3 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
that would be a long time. Your
Thr-
videos your last video from 3 years ago. Let's see. You have your nerdy Jackie video and like
Ooh.
bunch of other stuff.
The linchpin of my channel is that nerdy Jackie video.
It's still the most popular video.
I still get comments on it every now and then.
That's great.
I don't
I
know. I keep
also,
going back to it and I'm like, this is awful. You guys watch
it
this?
is. I remember editing this video. It was definitely an experience.
Dude, that's back when I like watched too much like Memulous and commentary channels.
Yeah.
My CS:GO play.
Yeah. A game I have yet to even play, but I have installed it for some reason.
Dude, it's like 32 gigs. If you're not gonna play it, don't have it installed.
I know, I really shouldn't, but it's there for some reason. Congratulations, though, by the way, on having one of your newer videos beat out your 1-year-old. They made this terrible Steam game worse video. Your Fallout 3 video somehow has like 2,500 views because Fallout, or
Yes,
that
because when you talk about
thumbnail really be blob.
yeah, yeah, no, it's definitely the thumbnail. Definitely just the blob. I know it's amazing when you talk about things that people actually care about.
No.
Oh, hey, the M&M kart racing video is actually doing decently.
Yeah.
That initially flopped hard.
It did though. Like it didn't get any traction except from your friends.
Yeah, but it's gone back up. It's decent now.
What did flop hard, to the dismay of me, is the horse game review.
Yeah, I'm so sad. To be honest, I'm not exactly super proud of that video. I'm thinking I might go back whenever I end up finishing the game in like 2 years. I might go back to it and make a better review.
That's right, because you haven't even finished it.
Yeah. And I don't know if I ever will.
It'll be on a save file in the disc for years, and it just won't ever be touched again.
Likely.
The Wii Sports Resort video, on the other hand, did pretty well. It's
Yeah.
still getting views, and it's pretty good.
It's popping off.
Your background music for that video, oh my gosh.
What is the background for that one?
Your Pink Panther.
Oh, yeah. I've done it in a few videos. If you listen hard enough, I think it's in at least one other video.
See, what you should do is do what other people do and just make videos on why Matt is the absolute GOAT. Because Matt.
I should, and I might do that if I ever do Wii Sports.
If Matt always scared me as a little kid. I'm not even joking. That was like a thing. Because he would show up on someone else's team and I'd just be like, oh, I lose automatically. And I did. Every time.
Sounds like you didn't create enough Miis.
It was never me that created the bees. It was my Aunt Lizzie. Every time she came over, like once a year, she would make like 2 new Miis as her like tradition, and then just like refuse to elaborate and leave. Like one time she made Lando Calrissian from Star Wars, but if Lando had no hair, like no mustache, no hair, so it's just a bald black man with a blue shirt.
Are we sure that that's even Lando at that point? It just seems like some random guy.
She named him Lando, so he's Lando.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever you say.
That was so funny. That was legendary, man.
We definitely all believe you and don't think you're lying to us.
I hope that whoever possesses that Wii now still kept those Miis, because oh, my gosh, there's some good ones in there. Too bad we sold it, man.
Did they steal the Wii from you?
The disc reader broke, so it was basically worthless. We just gave it away to something, I think. I don't even remember. Dad, what did you do with the Wii when the disc reader broke down and we got the Roku?
He probably ate it.
The what?
The Wii. What happened to it after the disc reader broke?
I gave it to the man who helped the Mexican man as a gift to his family at DeJong's.
You gave it to the man that ran the milk store?
Yeah, I gave it to Pedro.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's who I gave the Wii to. And then we forgot to take the IDs out of it, and we started seeing telenovelas in our Hulu, and then we had to change our password.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I forgot to log out of Hulu and Netflix.
We forgot to log out. Yeah.
Right, because that was when you could still have Hulu and Netflix from the Wii store, and the servers were still up.
Wait, can you not anymore?
No, and I know this because my girlfriend has a Wii, and she has Netflix installed on her Wii on the Virtual Console, and the servers are down, and it won't load up the old UI anymore.
Oh.
Which is sad because the Wii's UI for Netflix was probably the best one that ever existed.
I wonder.
It just,
I wonder if it's still up on the Wii U.
So 2009.
Huh.
Like Wii servers Netflix.
I wonder if it's still up on the Wii U. I remember going on YouTube the other. Wait, yeah. Well, at least YouTube must be, because you did your channel on my thing. Yep, that's how word.
Yeah, well, I can find because YouTube still works because I think it's more, or I think it's a website in the web browser of the Wii U itself.
Because YouTube's better, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, Nintendo Life in 2021 released an article saying that Netflix no longer works on the Wii U or 3DS. So where's the Switch version? The Netflix app was removed from the Nintendo eShop on Wii U and Nintendo 3DS on December 31st, 2020, and discontinued in June 30th of 2021.
Yo, what the 3DS ever do to them?
I don't know. Why'd you...
That's still the newest DS. You can't do us like that.
Seriously. Didn't they come out with the 3DS XL, like, that year?
That is the same thing as the 3DS. No. They're the same thing.
I know. Oh my gosh, they advertised it like it was something different, though. Like, do you remember that?
No, not really. I haven't paid attention to most of that stuff in a long while.
No, dude. I knew a kid that had a 3DS, and then I met up with him and another kid who had a 3DS XL, and he's like, aha, my 3DS is better. Look at mine. It has a 3D slider switch for the glasses, and it's bigger. And, like, it was such a different thing, and I'm just like, isn't it like the exact same thing?
Yes.
Just bigger. And maybe a slightly worse thumb pad joystick, because those things just never... You know how you just mashed those things to death as a little kid because you had no control over how much pressure you put on those?
Nope.
What? You haven't lived until you've broken at least 3 of those little joysticks on the 3DSs, man.
What?
Yeah. Have you never done that? I broke a bunch of those.
How did you break them?
I got so invested in the game that the pressure was too much, and I just kind of popped it out.
What, bro?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Some of us have to pay for our own things and can't be asked to treat them like that.
I just found a WikiHow article on how to connect Wii to Netflix from January 31st of 2023. Hold on, I gotta read this out or share my screen with you somehow because this is too funny.
I love WikiHow. WikiHow is always coming in clutch.
Connect your Wii to the internet, which you can still do, by the way. You can still connect your Wii to whatever home internet you have.
I mean, yeah, that's not something that they can just shut down the servers for. That's, like, in the hardware. They can't just be like, okay, no more Wi-Fi for the Wii.
I used to think they could, though. I didn't know they could still do that, because I hear stories that it gets more and more difficult every time.
Well, yeah, it probably gets difficult as the hardware gets older, but it's not like...
Open the Wii Shop channel and locate and download the Netflix application in the Wii channels menu. You can't even get in the app anymore.
Well, this guy clearly can.
How has he done this? There was a thing. Oh, that's one of the newer UIs. Oh, that's interesting.
I am upset that this isn't presented to me in the style that like all the other WikiHow articles are, with like the really cursed drawings.
But like this one. Why posters come back. How to plan a pool party.
WikiHow is a very strange.
How to cancel Netflix. That's funny.
How to cancel Netflix. Step 1.
Would there be a way to get the Wii version of Netflix to work again on r/Wii hacks? Because people literally will try to get the servers to work on stuff for just anything because it's the Wii. Like, I have heard so many people about so many people that there's a subculture for the Wii and Wii U that just, like, they just want everything to come back, and they do it, like, borderline illegally. But it works somehow, but it's individual. Like, they can't set it up for mass attention.
Whack. The entire, like, hacking things of Nintendo stuff is always a bit goofy, a bit strange.
I support it just because Nintendo is a company, and they and it's the Wii, so
It's because it's Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did we stop Netflix? Why doesn't Netflix work on the Wii?
Why did the Wii shut down Netflix?
Will Nintendo ever get Netflix? Will Nintendo ever subscribe to Netflix? That's the real question.
Will Nintendo ever have an account on Netflix?
What happened between Netflix and Nintendo?
They killed each other. It's a very
And then
sad
randomly,
day.
how woke ideology is ruining Star Wars, and can it be saved? And the next question: when did
Netflix.
we?
The two most related of questions.
Exactly. Like, when did Netflix, the acclaimed bass guitarist of the band Wii, when did Netflix leave the Wii?
I'm sorry, is there a Mr. Beast video bookmarked on your tabs up there?
Oh yeah, it's a Joe Rogan clip from when Mr. Beast was on Joe Rogan, just talking about his start of YouTube. It was an interesting story. I found it so fascinating that I just bookmarked it.
That right next to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, the full timeline from Hyperdroid. Shout out to Hyperdroid for this absolutely phenomenal video that has 14 million views and over 500,000 likes. This man's the GOAT.
I'm really tempted to do a Five Nights at Freddy video that's like Five Nights at Freddy's explained by someone who's never played the games, never read a book, might see the movie, and also I'm doing it all by memory and I will do no research.
Oh, dude. There's a friend of mine that said he was coming back to California just to watch the movie with a bunch of friends, and I'm like, if you do that, I will go watch the movie with you.
Dude, I am hyped for the movie. It's gonna be so great. Again, I haven't even played any of the games, but I want to go see the movie.
I've never played any of the games either. I just know that Security Breach sucks and the lore is a lot, and I've studied it way too much.
All I know is that Security Breach bad, 1 good, 2 bad, 3 bad, 4 okay, 5 okay, 6 okay, and then there's the RPG nobody talks about.
I just want to read the books, man.
Honestly, it seems like there were more bad FNAF games than there were good.
Maybe that's the point. I don't know.
That's the point? I don't... The point of my game series is that I made it all badly.
I don't know, maybe. You never know. In other news, did PS2 have Netflix?
Did PS2, the PlayStation 2.
Yes. Can we play DVDs? Found this out the hard way. It does not.
Sorry, the hard way.
Please don't ask.
Please tell me you did not stick a disc inside of your Wii going, this must be able to play disc.
I was 7 years old. And I didn't know that the Wii was not part of the VHS DVD 2-in-1 VCR that we had. Please do not ask me how I thought that the Wii was connected to the VCR.
Yes, no VCR
Wii. Gosh, it was so bad because then it would put Wii discs inside the DVD player. And then you'd hear like this annoying noise because the laser doesn't know what to do with it. So it just starts doing something and Dad's like, what the heck did you do? Gosh, I almost broke a couple game discs like that. It was bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job.
Does Netflix still work on the Wii Reddit?
Yes, the Wii Reddit.
The Wii Reddit, as opposed to regular Reddit.
You know, Reddit, but it's just like a small little guy. It's just it's a Wii Reddit.
Yes. Is Wii shutting down in 2023?
Yes.
Mate, I think you're a bit late to the party. Anyways, yes, let's admire my bookmarks even more. We have a Markiplier video.
Is that Opera GX?
Yes.
Cringe. Sellout.
No.
Sellout.
I actually had to get it because my computer would chug so hard with Chrome. Opera.
Why didn't you use Edge?
Please tell me you're not an unironic user.
I'm unironically using Edge because it doesn't have the massive memory leak issue that Google does.
Just use Opera.
No. I have to download Opera, dude.
Oh my gosh. You cheat.
It's cringe. Yes, I am.
Proud of it.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll be as cringe as you, but not today.
Dude, Edge is so... Actually, no, I have issues with Edge.
Edge is the king of having problems.
It doesn't have that many problems. It's just annoying to use sometimes. Also, Chrome kept defaulting me to using Yahoo's search engine, and I could not maintain our relationship as it did that. That was too much for me.
That was hilarious. Yeah, and then, yeah, so you have Mr. Beast, FNAF, and then a Mario Kart Wii 250 race Grand Prix from Mr. Bean 35,000 VR. And a Smash Brothers Melee video, and, like, a bunch of other stuff. It's all YouTube videos.
Nerd.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Y'all can admire my taste and trash on it. I don't care.
Suggestions. WikiHow.
WikiHow, yeah.
We think you'd really enjoy scrolling through some WikiHow.
One day I'm going to make a video where I just hit random on every WikiHow article and just do 50 random WikiHow articles.
Do it.
Let's see what happens if I do that right now, actually. I'm going to go back to WikiHow. There's no random... Ah, there is a random page. Excellent, there's a random button.
Oh, no.
How to deal with transphobia. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's something you need to do.
How to make ube halaya. Okay, I actually... Oh, speaking of ube, I actually had... I don't know if you've ever heard of ube. You know what it is?
Nope.
It's a Filipino purple yam.
Interesting.
And apparently you can make a lot of really good food out of it, like ice cream and cupcakes and other kinds of desserts. And I found that out because my girlfriend made some ube cupcakes and shared it with the family. And at first my brothers were like, "Why is this purple chocolate?" And then they ate it and it was like, "This is nothing like chocolate at all." It was pretty funny.
Interesting.
How to wash a puffer jacket.
I don't like puffer jackets.
How to start your singing career.
Step 1. Be good at singing.
How to choose the color of your braces. Pick meaningful colors and that work well with your skin. How to deal with the sudden loss of your mother. What?
How do you deal with it? It's a fair question.
How to run away with your boyfriend.
Why do you need a guide on that? If you need a guide on that, I'm sorry, you're not ready to run away.
Yeah. How to be more modest. Now that's what we actually need in them. This I'm not going to say because that scares me. How to build confidence for teen girls. Alright, skip.
No, you need that,
Screw you.
I think it'd be helpful for you. I think you could learn a lot.
How to use piano foot pedals. How to clean skylights? That face. Okay, I have to share my screen. Hold on. You have to see that face. That is the zestiest face I have ever seen. What is this?
He is too... What is he even looking at?
I have no idea. He's just moving stuff, but like, look at this dude. Okay, that's actually okay.
Why does he look like that? WikiHow article. What do you call it? Hold up.
I don't
Illustrators need a pay raise.
How to get fake followers on Instagram.
Oh, that's really easy. You just buy them. That's really not.
You buy them out of Russia and then get your account banned because they already they do that, you know?
Yeah, out of Russia, the one place that sells fake accounts.
I don't know. I just hear there's a big market there. How to do implicit differentiation.
No, please. I've escaped math and science. No, I've escaped math and sciences. I don't have to take another one, please. No. I just got out of it.
Look, Miguel, use the product rule or quotient rule for terms with X and Y. Using advanced techniques.
No.
Gosh.
Be gone.
This is actually hurting my head now. How to buy a radio station. You know, if you have a powerful enough transmitter, you can just take over a radio station in a certain area.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. If you have something powerful enough, like, just hook it up to 10 car batteries, and you could just have a radio station for your own in like a 150-mile radius.
I'm sad that... I'm sad that we don't get many, like, radio hijackings and stuff anymore.
Honestly,
I think that would have been a pogger thing to live through.
People forgot that the radio exists as something that will never go away because radio waves are a liminal space, as we discussed in a prior episode.
Yeah, radio waves are a liminal space. If you get inside one of them, you're gone.
Exactly. Backrooms already exist. It's called the radio.
It's just called the radio. You just turn it on and it's like, huh. Interesting.
How to check ball joints. Okay, so I worked at a tire shop for like a month. So this is stuff I actually know how to do. This is very interesting. Anyways.
It's very interesting. I wish I had learned this before I got fired. Interesting.
I quit, man. Hey, how to restring a floating bridge for a Floyd Rose. That's exactly what I have. Okay,
there you
actually,
go.
I have to do this to make sure that that this is actually correct. Okay, removing the old strings. Please do not remove them all. No! Fuck you! Oh!
What? You gotta give it a little pat. You gotta give it a little pat with a rag.
That's not what it's doing. No, look. There's no strings. I don't think you... Okay.
Yeah, you remove the strings and then you give it a little pat.
For this kind of system, you do not remove all the strings at once. Because what happens is the bridge, because of the tension of the springs inside the body of the guitar, the bridge will crush into the guitar body, and the bridge will crush, and it'll mutilate itself. The tension is way too much. It has to be one string at a time.
Just sounds like a lot of fun.
If you have a system in which you can remove all the strings, because you do need to if you're going to clean the fretboard and give it the pat-pat, like... then there's a completely different way to do that. But if you're just swapping out the strings, that hurt my head. You'll just collide the bridge into the guitar, and then you'll have to practically replace the entire system. And that is like a $250 fix.
I think you're just scared.
I
don't think you have the courage to do what it takes to give it a little pat.
I don't want to break my $2,000 instrument.
You don't have the courage to give your guitar a little pat with a rag.
You don't have the balls, son. Yeah. You're right. I don't. I like.
Shake my head.
I like how they're using the EVH detuna system for the Floyd Rose. Like, it's not even a regular Floyd Rose. It's the Floyd Rose where if you pull this lever, it drop tunes the string on purpose. Like, that's funny to me because that's even harder to maintain. Drop tuning is a pain.
How to maintain this really...
This is the worst illustration I have ever seen.
His face doesn't look attached to his head.
This is the most jacked up image of a guitar player I have ever.
He has like 2 sets of eyebrows. That's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, this looks like Trollface's younger brother. Look at that chin. The best part is that I can tell you exactly what type of guitar this is. Like, this is a Schecter. I want to say this is a Schecter Omen type. Schecter Guitar Research. I'm not kidding you. That is a Schecter headstock. I'm gonna prove it, just because I want to nerd out right now. Guitars. What have we? We have.
The website uses cookies, by the way. I don't know if you can tell by that giant thing going across the screen like halfway down.
I'm on a diet. I don't do cookies, man.
I'm gonna diet. I can't use the internet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's a
like...
deluxe C. That's a C-shaped guitar, but that's not quite the same. That's exotic. That's extended range. There's a Hellraiser's. It might actually be a Hellraiser. Because I know somebody that has a Hellraiser. This is an Omen. Okay, no, so it's not an Omen. Because that's an Omen Elite, and that's not the same. Yeah, look. So you got that same type of curve and the headstock shape, but there's no arch top. The Hellraisers have arch tops. They didn't do a good enough job illustrating this. Of all the problems I have, it's not even the face. It's the fact that there's no arch top on the guitar.
They just made up a guitar.
They did do the binding right, though, and the pickup selector next to the volume knobs is actually correct. Like, I'm actually very surprised. This is modeled after this Hellraiser Hybrid C1. This is a C1. Yeah. I'm actually surprised. They put effort into that, like, more effort than I thought a week ago.
They put more effort into that than into the face.
Well done, WikiHow. You did the Schecter guitar with the Floyd Rose that actually it does exist. Well done.
They got their priorities straight.
How to diagnose small intestinal bacterial overgrowth.
Interesting.
How to
survive a lion attack.
How to install a toilet. I'm pretty sure the main way to do this is to just pay someone else to do it.
Actually, toilets are... No, yeah. It's the components of toilets that are fairly easy to install.
The hardest part is getting the seal to actually stick. Otherwise, it's going to leak out into the floor every time you flush it. We've had problems with our toilets before, so I know this.
Whenever I first moved to Texas, the bathroom that I used was sealed basically using a plastic bag.
Oh, no.
There's just like a plastic bag in the thing that goes into the plumbing to stop it from leaking. 10 out of 10 plumbing job.
Oh my gosh. I bet that guy got paid a lot for that too.
Yeah. Because we got a repairman to fix it for some reason. He was just kind of like... He just kind of died a little inside while he was looking at it.
I bet he did, please.
It's like, that's not good.
How to know if Pokemon cards are fake by Madeline Flamia.
I actually at one point bought a fake Pokemon Emerald. But it worked. I like it as far as I can tell, it just had a bit of messed up leveling. Other than that, it was an exact copy. It was really strange.
Interesting. How to clean a viscose rug. Oh gosh, not one of those. Oh, I hate those. Those are the worst to clean. How do you stop being a pathological liar? I think if you're a pathological liar, chances are you don't acknowledge that, so you're not actually looking for this article.
Yeah, also, isn't that like... If you are an actual pathological liar, isn't that kind of like a medical thing? And I feel like you shouldn't be going to WikiHow.
Yeah, that kind of verges on psychosis. You have
Yeah,
like a
you go to
problem.
WikiHow. How to stop being a sociopath?
Yeah.
Like I don't
How do
think
I
that's how that
remember
works.
my schizo meds? Jeez. How to start doing photography? How
Step
how much
1,
money
camera.
camera? Yeah. Have your parents buy you a camera, like what one of our friends had. The last summer trip we had with that friend group. That $1,000 camera she had for those pictures. You remember those, right?
I think so.
This is a darn good pictures, dude. It
Oh
was the
yeah, I
one
know what you're
that
talking
she
about.
used for our account picture on YouTube.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Very good photos.
Yes. Good times. Good times. Anywho. My office has been such a mess. Man. Anyways. You want to see what I got for a graduation present?
Yes.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Hint, hint. Get out of the house, Daniel.
Leave and never come back.
Yes. But my grandparents actually gave me something really. I think everybody should have one of these. It's an emergency road kit for if your vehicle breaks down in the middle of, I don't know, Death Valley.
Another hint, hint, get out of here, Daniel. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge,
Yes,
wink, wink. We don't want you around
exactly.
anymore.
Exactly. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Also, ever since our last podcast episode, I will say I have still not actually gotten around to playing Battlefront nor Call of Duty.
Shake my head.
I haven't used the PS4 for much of anything lately.
Shake my head. Even I've been expanding my horizons. Shake
I
my
did
head.
expand my horizons. What did I buy recently on Steam?
TF2.
I swear, shut up.
I can see every single time you log on. You can't hide from me.
I downloaded Phasmophobia, but I still haven't played it. Look, man, I played Counter-Strike Source that one time.
That one time. Won't even play CSGO. It's more famous brother.
I much rather would like to play games in chronological order, and so until I have
Chronological? No. Don't hit me with that chronological order for a game without a storyline. That's not... That's not something.
Come on, bro, don't tell me you haven't played every single Team Fortress game in chronological
What even is Team Fortress 1?
Team Fortress Classic, the Quake mod.
Oh.
Or at least that's the only one that's accessible nowadays. There's technically another one, but it's basically been updated into Team Fortress Classic. Released in '99, I believe it was. So, yeah. It is the most Quake mod of all Quake mods. Like, it is so Quake, bruh.
It just kind of sounds like you're saying quaint. Bro, it's so Quake.
What I do have to play at some point is Half-Life, and I have to actually play Gary's mod.
Yes, play Half-Life. Google Translate.
Half-Life Google Translate.
Yeah, somebody ran the entire game through like several layers of Google Translate, then back to English, and it's like fully voice acted, and it's glorious.
Oh no.
If you don't play it, I'm gonna play it.
I will consider it. I started a profile and then died in the stupidest way, so I was so embarrassed about it that I didn't even bother coming back. If you play Half-Life though and make like a video out of it, that'd be great. Because I want to play Half-Life 2, but I want to play Half-Life first. Because I hear great things about Half-Life 2, just on the principle that it's Half-Life.
But your chronological order.
Yes, so I have to play all the other Half-Life mods and episodes before I do Half-Life 2. Yes, speaking as a guy who is who's the only Doom game he hasn't played is Doom 3, because as far as I'm concerned, that's in a separate continuity, and I just refuse to acknowledge its existence.
Bruh.
I've played every Doom game except Doom 3, and it's going to stay that way for a while. With that being said, though, I did see at Best Buy on discount the the original Doom 2, and Doom 3 in a 3-in-1 disc for the PlayStation 4. And my immediate response was, why isn't it Doom 2, and Doom 64? Doom 64 came long before it, and it's in the same continuity. It's in the same timeline. Why is it not, like...
Just suffer, bro.
Doom 3?
Suffer.
Cope and seethe.
Cope.
I did play Wolfenstein, though. I tried playing Wolfenstein back when Nail Gun World shut down on Pre-Fortress 2, and it did not do well on my channel, so I just stopped. Nail Gun World is coming back, though. It's coming back September 1st, because Boxy got the funds together to host another server, which confused the entire community, because Anti-Citizen, who hosts the Saint Software server, can do it for free. But for some reason, Boxy has to pay like $50 a month to host the darn thing.
Bruh.
Maybe he can't port forward either.
Yeah. Certified bruh moment.
Yes. But I'm getting very good at Pre-Fortress 2. Just that no one cares because barely anyone plays it anymore and it sucks.
It's not our fault you choose bad games to play. You should play hip and happening games like Security Breach, Garden of Bandbanded, Fallout 76. The most happening games ever. Also, yes, I am currently playing the next chapter of Banban.
Are you making a video on that too?
I probably will, but this might legitimately be the last one. They hiked the price up to $10, and at this point, it's not worth it.
Did you say that about the last one?
I did say that about the last one, but this time it's serious because they did hike up the price. Like, this is genuinely, like, I don't know if I want to deal with this anymore.
That's great.
And the worst part is, the real reason I don't want to do it anymore is because I with this chapter, I can finally see a reason why you would pay for it. So it's like, okay, you guys have improved to the point where, like, you're decent at what you're doing, so frick you, it's not funny anymore. It's just disappointing.
It's not a free Steam game anymore, man.
Yeah, not even a free Steam game scamming me anymore. You're just a bad game now.
Dude. Well, it is what it is, I suppose.
It is, but we got other video. What am I working on right now? I got Fallout videos, and I had another idea for a video, but I forgot what it was.
I have a question regarding an idea of a video that I had.
All right.
So I've been editing a video that I wrote a very good script for. I personally think, and my parents do too, because I showed the scripts to them and they think it's great. Even though they know nothing about what I'm talking about, they think I'm a great writer. So I like it. The problem is that I have no motivation to edit this at all. How do you keep up editing a video with a script around it and getting like the B-roll footage and stuff and just like keeping it up? Because
I mostly just cry.
Oh, that's what I've been doing.
No, it's really hard. For me, usually one of three things happen. Either one is the worst part where I just kind of force myself to do it and get through it, and it doesn't end up very well, but I just kind of don't want to deal with it, so I push it out. I hate that one. But the second one is random bursts of motivation. I'm really bad at working consistently, but I can like bang out an entire video in like a few hours. Like, realistically, most of my bigger projects, it took me 2 weeks to make them, but the actual amount of time that went into them is usually more comparable to like maybe 8 hours. of me just furiously typing away and working on stuff. And then
That was me with the soundtrack, bro. It took me like 4 or 5 months to make, when in reality I wrote like 2 or 3 of the songs in the span of a 10-hour live stream.
yeah, exactly. It's like I won't do anything for a week, and then I'll finish the project, and I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But then the third thing that happens is just usually taking a break or working on a different project real quick, and then just coming back to it. It's the same as the first one, but I'm happy with it. You just at some point you just kind of gotta power through it because it's not great. But if there's no time limit on it, I would say just kind of chill with it for a bit. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. It's only stuck in my head for ages.
Yeah.
I had to. It's so funny because with how hard I've been working on the soundtrack recently to just finally get it all done, I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a month, and I haven't edited any videos in longer than that. Because what happened was that you remember when I went to NAMM in
Yeah.
April? And I was supposed to make that huge 3-hour video with all the footage that I
Yeah.
had from there. So I had to get my computer fixed, and I had to move all of the work files and raw footage off of the computer into a hard drive. So when I went back to open the work file, it couldn't find any more of the files.
Bruh.
And there's like about 1,000 files in the work file, and it doesn't like let me group the files together in a certain directory so that I can re-find it. I would have to actually re-find every single file to resolve
Oof.
each 1,000 missing files. And so I scrapped the thing, and I'm completely redoing it right now. Because it's like it happened in April, and it's not even going to get uploaded until September, most likely. It sucks, man.
Oh, that is very rough, but it will be worth it. I hope.
I mean, the computer's fixed now because I live streamed for 10 whole hours and it didn't break down, so we're fine. I don't know what the problem was. What seems to work is that there's this thing inside Windows. Do you know what the TPM is?
Not by that name, but I might know what it is.
So you have to go into your task scheduler and go through the Microsoft and Windows subfolders, and you find the subfolder called TPM. It's something that looks for some kind of process regarded to your computer's system certificate.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that is, but for some reason the computer is not able to find a certificate. So every time it checks, it can't find it. And so it takes its time to look through every other subfolder. And when it can't find it, it just crashes the computer because it cannot find the system, like this SCEP certificate problem. And it constantly related it back to the CPU being faulty. So I downloaded all the CPU and all the GPU drivers I possibly could, and nothing happened. And then I found out on the internet that it was a TPM problem. I disable the TPM timers
Uh-huh.
and like make sure that the maintenance never runs a check again. And my computer has run smoothly ever since.
That's really weird and probably vaguely concerning.
It's so stupid. The entire time I thought it was like a chipset error on the motherboard,
Uh-huh.
which we did do. We did try to fix that, and then like it just turns out that there's a process trying to find something that isn't actually there, and so all you have to do is turn the process off, and everything works again. Up and didn't even edit it.
Uh-huh.
It has 300 views.
Bruh.
2.5 hour video has like 200 views. My gaming channel is the peak of randomness because I made this clip that I'm gonna send to you right now because it's really funny. I clipped this and somehow it got 25,000 views. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
have
I
to see-
saw that. I saw that
Yeah.
because that was funny.
It was so funny. I was so happy. And Pre-Fortress 2 is still alive. That 2 hour 20-minute video got 1,000 views 8 days ago. I'm so happy.
You're their voice. You're the voice of a generation.
I am the one wandering the desert proclaiming the gospel of mods better than the base game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny too because all the comments are just like, dude, you still use default menus, and I'm like, what do you mean? You don't? Because like Boxy commented, and he's just like, I made a different menu, and this default menu is so weird. I'm like, oh, I like the old.
You don't
menu.
get to enjoy that. Silence. Silence, fiend.
Oh no.
You don't get to
Anyway.
enjoy things.
Your comment still has like 8 likes too. Like I still do not know how to play PF2.
Yeah. Instructions unclear.
It did help that I time-stamped all the classes and then the maps, because oh my gosh, that was great. That one time where we were on Beer Bowl and
Uh-huh.
I was sniping and you had the audacity to like sneak up on me and then your voice line gave you away. I think that was the funniest gaming moment with you I think I've ever had because that was I felt so bad, but at the same time that is a gaming moment right there.
I've been fooled again by game mechanics.
The cart needs to move forward. Something like that. I cannot do a Frenchy accent, if you can tell.
Oh, I think I know when I'm gonna do the TF2 video.
Oh?
Yeah.
Do you want to like have another session at some point to like get more?
Probably, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be part of another video. I don't have enough to say about TF2 on its own. But I do with some other games.
More Valve games or just other?
No, not Valve. Not Valve. Not Valve.
Valve is the weirdest company, man. Like if Nintendo wasn't the weirdest, I'm pretty sure Valve would be. Because like they don't service one of their most popular games, and then like they just kind of leave Half-Life unresolved after saying they were working on it. They just Gaben was just kind of like, nah, I changed my mind.
Didn't they do Half-Life Alexa though? Didn't that come out recently?
That, from what I've heard, does not count
Why not?
because Half-Life fans say it doesn't count.
Okay, I don't think that's how that works, Half-Life fans.
I that's how it works for them. I think it's not an actual episode 3, so.
Okay, well, yeah, it
Until-
might not be an actual episode 3, but it's not like they've left it to wither and die.
Yeah, well, until they actually release something that says Half-Life 3, it like I guess they just do not care.
Bruh. I feel like there's not going to be any major like game franchise release in the 2020s.
That's what I was thinking about too, actually. Like, the most notable thing that's happened in the gaming industry over the last like month is that Overwatch 2 got put on Steam and got absolutely bombshelled.
Can't imagine why.
Surprisingly, it was not all just Team Fortress 2 fans boycotting the game. It was actually a bunch of other people just being like, why does it need to be on Steam? And why has it somehow made it worse? So,
Wait, does it have a bad port?
I think so.
Where's my Steam? There we are.
I
Steam.
think the port is actually bad. That's the news that I've heard.
I mean, at least it's free.
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2, overwhelmingly negative.
Wow.
Yeesh. Out of 140,000, ooh.
Yeah. Blizzard
Wow.
games am great.
Yeah. Do they charge for the single player campaign?
I have
That's
no idea.
cringe.
I think they did. This is funny. Most helpful reviews. The people who make Overwatch. Oh, I can't say that on the record.
Yeah, I saw that too. This one just says no.
We got Team Fortress 2, Portal 2, Batman Arkham Asylum. Why are they just naming so Doom 16, Doom Eternal, Bloons TD6, Phasmophobia, Payday 2, Elden Ring, Fallout 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Garry's Mod, Cuphead, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, God of War, Yakuza 0, Undertale, Dark Souls 3. 50 games in the varying genres, roughly around the same price range for the $15 PvE. Oh yeah, because they canceled the PvE mode or something.
Yeah, that's probably that's gonna actually probably be what the video I make is on. It's probably gonna be like PvE campaigns and multiplayer games, or just
Oh my
talking
gosh,
generally
Overwatch
about it.
fans so bitter about it. The flack they caught for that was overwhelming.
I was not paying attention. I thought the internet had stopped paying attention to Overwatch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I did too. I completely forgot it existed.
I don't
Overwatch
know.
fans are like League of Legends fans. They claim that their game is iconic, but really, they're just retards or 8-year-olds. I'm not kidding.
I think League of Legends is iconic. I don't think.
For a good reason, I think, but
It's just really popular.
being
I've
really
never
popular
played
doesn't
it.
make it.
Also, they had that good TV show, so like,
Wait, League of Legends is a TV show?
yeah, Arcane
Oh, right.
on Netflix.
I got recommended that a long time ago and forgot about it because I don't watch TV anymore for some reason. I should check that out. I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah,
At the very least, it was very entertaining.
was entertaining.
Hmm.
Can't wait for the TF2 movie to come out.
Oh my gosh. Please don't ever make a Team Fortress 2.
Why not?
We
That'd be the
already have-
funniest thing ever.
Because we already have that in the form of source filmmaker films like Emesis Blue. You know what I mean? That thing's an hour 50.
Do you think you can only make one movie out of a franchise?
No, you just can't make a live action movie out of Team Fortress 2.
Why not?
Because that would be dumb. No, what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you saying that the live action version of Team Fortress 2 would be dumb, but an hour 50 long animation using the characters online?
Using the characters, yes, the exact character models. That's why Team Fortress 2 is so good. It's distinct. If you put in regular people playing as the mercenaries, it's not going to work as well. The only way it works is if you get people that resemble them so well that it's like uncanny, and if you follow the exact lore of the comic books. That is the only Team Fortress 2 movie that could even do well. And the comic books aren't even finished because the guy who wrote the story couldn't get anyone to do the artwork because Valve said no. And it's been sat on for like 6 or 7 years now.
You sound very bitter about this.
I am very bitter about this. I want the story to end because I have a feeling I know what happens. But the guy that actually wrote the story fell out of contact with the internet like a year ago. So no one knows where he is. No one knows what happened.
It's probably dead.
Gosh, I hope not. I feel like we would hear about that.
Valve got him. Blizzard got him.
Blizzard got him.
Dude, if there is anyone who would hire an assassin to kill someone, it's Blizzard.
You're not wrong though. That's a pretty fair assumption. Activision games are kind of weird. Well, it's also because Microsoft owns them now, so.
Oh, when did they buy them out?
Like last year, right?
That's what I thought. Like I know. I like that. Honestly, I know people. I don't know if people like it or not, but good on Microsoft for buying everything.
No.
What do you mean no? Tell me
I don't
something.
like it.
Tell me something they've bought that, like, okay, other than Minecraft, which I guess you could argue they've not handled well, but name something they've bought that, like, was not going downhill.
Halo. That's actually not true. Halo was doing terribly. Right?
Yeah, I don't think people like the...
I'm sorry, I forgot. don't know. I just don't. I've never been a big fan of the Xbox Game Pass stuff.
I mean, I haven't either. I don't have it. I think it's stupid, but I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna stop. If we've learned anything from like Fallout 76, forcing people to migrate off of the platforms they like is an incredibly stupid financial decision.
Yeah.
And I don't think Microsoft is gonna make that decision. I mean, they didn't do it with Mine. Well, they kind of did it with Minecraft, but not really.
They migrated all your Mojang accounts, so Mojang basically doesn't exist anymore.
Right, but it's not like they forced you to change launchers or really. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, they did force you to change things, but it's not like they forced you over to Game Pass or anything.
That's fair. You paywall everything like inside a Game Pass, and then it's like, I also just don't like. Oh, okay, speaking of launchers are the worst thing in the world. Can I just say?
Yeah, I agree with you. I hate launchers.
Like, oh my gosh, I wanted to go back to that Need for Speed game that I bought on Steam because I wanted to actually like play it again, and it's like I had to reinstall the EA launcher. And
no,
the
not
launcher,
the EA launcher. Oh, but the EA launcher sucks.
It's worse than the Epic Games launcher, and I've only used it once to play Fall Guys.
You know what? I have a moral objection to the Epic Games Store, but they keep giving me good free games, so I can't really be mad at them. I'm sorry, they gave me Fallout New Vegas for free. I can't be that mad.
Fair enough.
Eventually, they're gonna buy me out.
It's like me with Fortnite. Like, I hate the game, but at the same time, it was already installed on this PlayStation 4, so like...
It's not like I can't not play it.
I still haven't played it except for that one game, by the way. Like, I played one game, and I won my first game, and I haven't touched it since.
You know what? Fair enough. 100% winning streak.
I'm 1-0 on Fortnite for life.
Exactly. You're better than Ninja, bro. Is Ninja still relevant? Do kids know what Ninja is?
I wouldn't be surprised if no one knew who he was anymore.
Ninja was just a weird guy. I feel like we don't... I feel like how weird of a person Ninja was never properly...
Never properly addressed because it was, you know, the 2010s.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things that weren't addressed properly because it was the mid to late 2010s.
Just kind of he's an interesting guy.
Yeah. It's so funny, like, all the ways in which YouTube... Like, I was just thinking about it the other day, and, I was looking at a bunch of old YouTube channels that I used to watch, and the intros that they had, like, with the music and the funny graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, nowadays, everyone knows that intros like that kill retention so badly that no one does them anymore, unless they're literally 6 years old.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fascinating to me how much stuff has changed, because like you do not intro your stuff anymore. You just jump straight into it. It's so weird. Unless you're who talks about like the some noun in the middle of an Eminem kart racing video.
I just do. I do cold opens though. It's not like I.
That's its own thing though. That's proven to work over time. You just have to get your green screen optimized. And
I do. That's it's actually been a big issue. I keep being like, oh, that's such a cool idea. I want to do for this video, and then I'm like, oh wait, crud.
Because the problem is that you also would need like an actual camera to do it properly, because phone cameras are built with the fuzz to not do.
No, my phone camera works if I turned around. I've got it to work. I just don't have the green screen itself set up. I figured out how to do it on my phone. I just need to record in actually 60 frames.
Fair enough. Is that what's rolled up in the corner right there? Is your...
Yeah, it's my green screen. It's because we had to take down the thing it was on as we were doing some repairs to the room, and we just haven't found a good place to put it back up, or how we want to do it.
That's fair. Oh my gosh, I am so stupid. That's really funny. You are recording this, right?
Yeah.
Great, because I just realized that I had OBS open up the entire time, but it was never recording.
Oh yeah, by the way, there might be like a few minutes missing. My OBS stopped recording for some reason. I don't know how long it was, but it
Oh,
shouldn't be
no.
too long. It got like 50 minutes before it shut off.
Okay.
So we should have most of the
that's
recording. I
great.
I don't know why it cut off. I'm pretty sure I do know why. I think I accidentally hit my keybind on my computer.
You have a kill switch for OBS on your keybinds?
Yeah, because just to like record something real quick if I have it open. But the main reason is that so Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are famous for their bugs. Like they're just very buggy games.
Yeah.
My version of Fallout 3 is actually overall pretty dang stable. I don't have a lot of issues with it, except I can't tab out of it. If I tab out of it, I can't get back into the game. So I had to have keybinds for my OBS to record anything. Because I can't get out of it to do anything else, or it just won't let me back in. So it was kind of a necessity if I wanted to record anything.
Fair enough.
And that's the only bug I have with the game. Everything else works great. It's just that. It's so weird.
It is weird. Every copy of Nintendo Mario 64
It's personalized.
And apparently the same is true with Fallout.
It's also haunted.
I've heard some stories.
I like the idea.
Sorry, what?
I don't know. I just like the haunting idea because I imagine there's like somebody at Nintendo who's like, ooh, this one's going to be a haunted cartridge. And then they send it off. I don't know. I find the idea funny. They like sacrifice somebody over one specific cartridge and like, all right, job's done here, everybody. Time to go home.
That would be really funny if they just did that to troll. Like, I feel like business would actually boom for about like a couple months just because the memes that just like, and people just like overbuying like 100 different cartridges at once just to see if any of them are cursed.
Yeah, and there'd be no legal repercussions for sending out knowingly haunted cartridges to children.
Like, nah, this is fine. We're fine.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just some good old banter.
We do a little trolling.
Just a bit of banter.
Yeah.
British people need to stop being so popular.
British people?
Dude, have you not noticed like how much British culture has come onto the internet recently? It's really funny.
You know what? You are correct. I just choose to ignore it because they're British.
It's so funny. I love it. I love how nobody's addressed it either. Like everyone's just like, yeah, this is.
We're just letting it go. Like, nah, dude. This stupid memes. Anyways, yeah. I've been playing a bit of Doom Eternal recently because I've been trying to figure out how to get all the collectibles. And fun fact, I actually beat the second level with only 99% of all the objectives cleared. Because for some reason I missed one codex entry, which is one piece of paper. And it's not like you can just go back into the level, find the piece of paper, like quick travel to it, and then like exit the level and you have the collectible now. No, you have to play through the entire mission over again.
Bruh.
So what took me like an entire hour to do, following the guide, I had to speed run again in like 20 minutes. It was pretty bad. Mostly because the fights are just annoying. But at least I didn't have to redo the Gore Nest or the Slayer Gate or anything. So that was okay. Doom Eternal. That's fun. You ever been like part of those communities that are like so niche that no one gives a darn in reality, but you're like so notorious in that community?
No.
Like, no?
Dude, that requires me to interact with people.
I figured that would be your answer, but I had to ask.
That ain't happening. I probably will get there one day, knowing how many weird stuff I pick up on.
Shoot, you'll be one of those guys in like my Discord server that just has this presence, even though he never talks.
Yeah, I hope I become like that for the band community. I won't. I constantly monitor the Discord that they have. It's
They have a
awful.
Discord?
It's awful. It's so bad. It's
God.
genuinely awful. Mark my words, in like 3 years, we're gonna get some awful story of like what happened in that server, because there's like no moderation. Actually, I think there is moderation, but I think it's like one guy who goes to sleep at like 2 p.m. Like it's bad.
It's bad.
But it is very funny because everyone in there is like 8.
Oh yeah, the pipe organ. Yeah. Sorry, I went to St. Michael's Abbey, the new one that was built in California here recently, because they moved the Abbey for the Norbertines like about an hour away from the original location because the lease ran out, and so they built this new grand beautiful building, and they just removed the scaffolding for the massive pipe organ. And so they're tuning up the pipe organ right now to be used for mass, and it's almost done. And above the pipe organ, they have this beautiful circular stained glass window. And it's, oh my gosh, it's so good. Here, I'm actually going to show you right here. Capture, save image as this, send to this man.
This man?
This man?
This man?
This man. Where did the here. This is the this is what the pipe organ looks like with the window behind it. It's really quite beautiful.
Ooh.
And apparently on the feast day of St. Michael, the sun rises at 5:15 directly through that window, and and it shines directly on the tabernacle for about 3 minutes.
That's nice, but that's too early. I don't think God's awake yet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But man, some people do that. I think it's for their divine office and stuff, like their morning prayers before mass. But yeah, the inside of the church is beautiful. I actually got a tour of the place. The sunsets that come over the valley, it's so great because this church is smack in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the desert, just plot between some hills, and they just get the most beautiful sunsets ever. This guy on Facebook, Joseph Horn, is one of the priests, and he's like the designated photographer for the place. It's beautiful. It's absolutely incredible. If you were ever to come down to like California or something, and like we were to go to mass together, like this would be the
down, excuse you.
Don't you live a little farther north than I?
I have no idea.
Okay. Oh, across. Okay. All right.
Actually, I don't. I think we're roughly at the same thing. My mind's trying to say temperature, but I know that's very much the wrong word.
No, you mean like latitude or longitude.
Yeah. No, temperature. You know what? I mean what I said. I'm doubling down. We're at the same temperature.
Probably are, but not for long, because apparently Southern California is getting hit with a hurricane.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been so hot. Please. Give us anything.
I could go for some rain right now. It got like 110 one of these days, and I'm like,
dude, we've been sitting at like 109 for like a month. It's been awful. It doesn't help that Houston is like entirely made out of concrete. So once the heat gets here, it just will not leave.
That sounds like hell.
It is. It's awful.
Hell on wheels, baby.
Yeah, all the drivers around here.
Have you seen those memes about how hot Arizona gets? And it's just like the tar of the tire is getting stuck on the ground because the tire melts.
Honestly, Arizona kind of popping off.
Arizona, man.
Arizona going wild with what they're doing out there.
Oh, this summer has been crazy. Unfortunately, well, actually, technically, fortunately, the major impact of said hurricane is going to dissipate once it hits the coastline. So it's only gonna hit maybe like LA. We might get a dash of it, like the very, very edge of it, but it's not gonna be anything significant. Which kind of sucks because I'd love some rain right now.
I mean, at least LA's sidewalks are gonna get sogged.
That would be great. Maybe go up to San Francisco while you're at it, hurricane.
Yeah. Heck, while you're at it, go to New York City.
Just blow out all the big cities in America, please.
Yeah. Please destroy Chicago.
Hurricane, yes. Make it all the way out to Chicago.
I'm sorry,
that-
but there's no issue with the hurricane hitting San Francisco hitting New York. But Chicago is too far.
Just saying, man. What other good city would a hurricane like to hit? Like, the only big cities are really on the east and west coast.
That's not true.
Come on, nobody counts Texas.
What do you mean nobody counts Texas?
You guys have too many big cities. You guys would just get annihilated.
I mean, there's also brain, work. Denver's pretty big.
That's true. That's true.
But Ohio has a few pretty big cities.
What, like Cincinnati or
In
Cleveland?
Cleveland, yeah.
If we could just remove Michigan from the map.
No, what's wrong? I love Michigan.
It's split. Like, either keep it connected or just heckin'...
Okay,
remove
dude.
it.
Go look at a map of Wisconsin if they held the peninsula and tell me it doesn't make you deeply uncomfortable.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'm looking this up. Where am I gonna go? Okay, so... Wisconsin, if it held the peninsula. I don't even know if I spelled it right. Oh, that's actually kind of gross.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're doing us a favor. It doesn't. You don't think it's gonna look weird. Once you see it, it's like, no, stop it. Those borders are awful.
Yeah, wow, that's... I mean, they probably didn't do it because of an aesthetic choice, but...
Yeah, I'm glad they did. We just give the peninsula to Canada. Just like...
No!
We don't Wisconsin.
Canada anymore. Oh my
Anymore? What did they get out of us?
Rumors are spreading that they're trying to take Alaska.
No.
That is a
They're gonna take 1% of our population. No.
2%. Dude, there's not that little people in Alaska. Are there? I thought Alaska was pretty nicely populated, considering it's bigger than the entirety of the continental United States, like, if you slap it on top of a map.
Yeah, it's also a frozen wasteland that half of its cities are only accessible by plane.
Only the upper half?
Not only the upper half. There's plenty of places that are just not accessible by road.
That's fair. And that's gonna be the case for Hawaii soon too, with how it's burning right now. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Man, my Twitter feed got lit up with stuff. That was no pun intended, but lit up with stuff about Hawaii. Gosh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble now. That was such a bad joke. I got lit up with a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna keep the joke too about Hawaii and just like. Because I got a friend out there that works on one of the islands for the fiber optics. I've told you about him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking it up, too, because it's like, it was on Maui, and he used to work on Maui, and I was like, he's not back on Maui, is he? No, he's still on Kauai. But it's like, I was scary, because, like, half the island is torched, And I think the other half is going to follow. Like, there was this big tree behind a courthouse. Did you see the picture of the big tree?
Probably not.
It was like a couple 100-year-old tree that was like there as like a preservation of nature or something that got absolutely like burned and blackened. Like that thing is dead. Like that tree is no more. It makes me.
Where is my calculator? There we are.
Are you calculating how many people live in Alaska compared to the rest of the states?
Yes. And the site won't do it for me, so I have to do it for myself.
He's determined. He's determined to do it.
Well, now I'm curious.
That's funny.
So we're gonna say 335 million in the U.S.
What? That's not how many live in the U.S.
Sorry, 335 million. And then there's 700,000 roughly in Alaska.
It's 331 million actually.
My thing says 335,000 million. Sorry.
Mine says 331.9. So, but that's as of 2021. So, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Whoops.
Mine has a clock, like it's counting up. Wait, will you ever go down? Wait, is somebody gonna die? Dang it.
Nah. People die less frequently than people are born, even still, in this country. So, it's never going to really go down.
I don't think this is correct. I think something might have been wrong. But according to my calculations, Alaska makes up about 0.002% of the U.S. population. I don't think...
0.002.
Yeah, something is wrong there.
What's the population of Alaska?
Alaska is about 700,000.
What? 700,000, that's it?
Yeah. I mean, it's more than, like, Wyoming.
Wyoming doesn't exist, remember?
Yeah, no, that... My calculation should be correct. That feels weirdly low, though.
Well, that's because you're comparing a number, like, to 700,000.
Oh, yeah, because it's
335 million. That's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
That is
Alaska is not heavily populated. It's because Alaska doesn't have really a big city to just foment that big amount of people. Like I think it's fairly well populated for like a rural area, but there's just no actual urban center.
Yeah.
I know it has
That's
the lowest population density, I think, of any U.S. state.
the population density?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because like, what's the lowest populated state, like straight up? Like,
I think it actually is Wyoming.
Really? Wyoming? Why? Doesn't Nevada have a humongous desert?
Yeah, but it also has like Las Vegas and Reno.
Oh.
Because it has pretty big urban populations. Wyoming doesn't.
That's true. I went to Cheyenne. Cheyenne is like a shoebox of a town.
Yeah.
And that's your state capital. Dude. Cheyenne was literally the size of...
Oh, Alaska surpassed DC in terms of population. Good on you, Alaska.
DC isn't a state.
Yeah, no, but it has more than 2 U.S. states. It's just on the list.
What?
Yeah, DC has more bigger population than Vermont and Wyoming.
Wyoming is the smallest then?
Yeah, Wyoming is the smallest. Vermont is the second smallest, and then Alaska is the third smallest.
Interesting. The one that comes last in the alphabetical list is the one with the least population.
Yeah, yo, Washington's 13, poggers.
Oh, it's California.
First.
Why does that not surprise me?
No, California is great because You know how they say everything is bigger in Texas? It's not true. Most things are like bigger in California. It beats out Texas in so many random statistics. I find it hilarious.
Well, but
Texas
just
is
because
second in like so much. It's so hilarious. But it is like, yeah, we're the best at everything. It's like, you are the second best in most major things.
I do not know how I feel about that, because, dude, that's... Ugh.
It's
California
hilarious.
should get split off and thrown into the ocean.
Well, it's going to eventually.
It probably will.
It's gonna get
Man.
absolutely demolished by geography? I don't know what the study is.
Yeah. The tectonic plate is gonna shift and like crush the state in half.
That's gonna be a lot of fun for the people who live in California.
Gosh, I can't wait.
The sweet release of tectonic plates crushing my state to death.
Yeah, removing my inability to see my family up north.
Poggers.
No.
My family's dead crab rave. Oh yeah, you know, whenever the Queen died, the first thing I saw on the internet that day was like the Queen's dead crab rave. Oh wait, no, I didn't see that. I did that. Wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. Somebody was like, the Queen is dead, and I just sent the crab rave gif.
Oh, that's funny. Humanitarianly, that's terrible of you. But
No,
that's
it's
very
not
nice.
terrible of me.
Hilarious.
She oversaw the occupation of Northern Ireland. Frick her.
That's true.
She was not a saint. I mean, like, I'm not happy she's dead, but, like, I'm not gonna also sit here and pretend like she did nothing wrong and was the pinnacle of what a monarch should be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
We're like,
Besides,
I really don't care.
The opinion of the CIA was that she was too old to begin with. Like, she outlived her purpose like 20 years ago.
Yeah, the CIA, famous controller of the British political system.
Just kidding. It's the Jews. What?
Alright, calm down, Kanye. Anyways, we will see you guys all next time, where we probably won't be eating a frog. Bye.